What's up, Cowboy Nation? Really appreciate you all. Thank you all for tuning in. My thing is, I don't believe the Cowboys should be on upset alert. I think that they should be poised right now. They should be ready. They should look at everything and say, hey, we have the opportunity now to win out, you see, and propel us all the way through the playoff or to the playoff. But neither here nor there. The major media is talking about should the Cowboys be on upset alert, and I'm going to tell you guys right now that we shouldn't. We should be able to face the opposition and take care of business. And I said that last night on my previous videos, and we got to figure out ways to just take it one day at a time, of course. But the guy that I really want to see shine tonight will be Michael Gallup. He shined last time they played against the Giants. I think that he can pair that up and match that up and be on one of those guys that have a game like a out of this world type of performance. Yes, indeed, Henderson, yes, we should take it and look at it that way. My thing is, we do have LVE out. I don't know whether or not what's going on. He just have a neck stinger or what have you. Hopefully, and I mean just that they're taking everything as it relates to precautionary, because we play so many games in November that they're looking at it like, well, we're gonna just pump the brakes a little bit on him on this game, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure he's ready for towards the latter part, if that make any sense to you all, right? Shout out to you, Cherrell. We need to run the ball. I agree we need to run the ball, but we do need to take advantages of the secondary on the Giants. I think that they are very porous, and they are a type of team that if we can just take care of business in those factors and those lights, then we will win the game. Now, they're going to be without Sterling Shepard, or whatever that guy's name. So the only receiver that they're going to have is the Golden Tate. And you guys know how we play Golden Tate. We play him physical. We don't want him to get things going. And my guy's going to be out there, Jordan Hip Pocket Lewis. So I'm thinking, this is just my thoughts on it. The Daniel Jones, he's a rookie. I think that this should be a prime opportunity for our defense secondary to get multiple picks. And I'm thinking that tonight, prime time game, we should be locked, loaded, and ready. Let me know if Tristan Hill is going to start tonight as well, if he's going to be another healthy scratch. Oh, Bennett, yeah, TKG, I think Bennett. Believe it or not, they got him listed as a 3-tech. Now, don't look at it as, okay, he's not big enough. He's only 274 pounds, and he's not going to be able to stop Saquon Barkley and those boys. But what I will say is that when we look at Kerry Hyder's production, Kerry Hyder was getting in the backfield. He just couldn't all the way completely finish. So I'm looking at Michael Bennett. He's going to be a guy that can finish, opposed to what a Kerry Hyders were doing. So just think about it like this. You will have even more of a fresher Kerry Hyder when he comes in. I'm talking about the backups of the depth chart. Of course, Robert Quinn, D-Law is going to do his deal. D-Law is already talking noise, which is good, which is cool. Let's hope that he can match these things together. And then when we have it all matched together, then we can get those turnovers, take away pressure, and we win this game defensively. Dak Prescott, Rain Dakota Prescott, for so many fans that are really ready to get rid of him. This should be a game that he really separate the conversation of he just a blah, blah, blah quarterback. Dak Prescott, tonight, he's going to show the world what he's made of, right? So I feel that Dak Prescott going to have one hell of a game. So far, he's on a 5-game winning spree with them. So hopefully he can continue that winning spree with them and see how he can push the envelope a little bit more down the line. Another thing that I want to bring home to is the officials. We know we always got to bring them up. We always got to bring up the officials, the aficionados. This officiating crew tonight, I believe I heard that they call more PIs than any other officiating crew in the NFL. So with that being said, look for a lot of flags out there. Look for a lot of flags. That's just how it goes. You know, they call pass interference. So that can turn and sway the game. I just hope that the officiating just don't be that much of a major factor in these games. Sit back. Let these boys play on both sides of the ball. That's all I want. But I know there's going to be some nefarious call. There's going to be something crazy that's going to happen out there. Cooper is going to have a hell of a game. This is from Boomer Sooner. Man, Boomer. Hey, look, that Amari Cooper. Hey, man, we're going to be ready to see him do his things out there. And on top of that, I'm glad that you mentioned Amari Cooper. He's saying to himself, and he said to the media, I'm healthier now than I ever been since I started playing with the Dallas Cowboys. That's good news, right? That's some real good old-fashioned good news for us. So I'm loving hearing and I'm loving reading that type of information out there. Although Jason Garrett-led team come out flat after the bye, let's just try to turn this thing around. Let's just hope and pray that Jason Garrett is able to look at this thing and say, you know what? My back is against the wall. My daddy didn't even give me a contract extension. I'm going to try to win this game. I'm going to try to change the narrative, and I'm going to show everything because, you know, his daddy is Jerry Jones. You know, Jerry Wayne Jones is Jason Garrett's dad, you know. But what I'm saying is just jokingly saying, but what I'm saying is that Jason Garrett needs to really look up and say, hey, I've been with this team for 10 years now, or some parts of this team for 10 years or more. I need to set the tone, set the precedent right now. This should be a game that we should be well prepared. We need to execute on our plays, of course. And then on top of that, we need to be focused. And on top of that, Kellen Moore, he needs to be creative. I need to not have my foot all in his way and let him call the plays that he wants to call. And let me just delegate. Good coaches delegate. Nothing wrong with delegation for the nation. Antoine Jones says Bennett was the missing piece of the Patriots game, basically. Or he's the missing piece for us. But neither here nor there, man. I look at it like this. I talked all about, you know, LVE, the missing of LVE and how that would, you know, pretty much like they putting bubble wraps on him. And it's kind of like a quasi sophomore slump for him for this year. And then we talked a little bit about the PI of the officiating. Jason Garrett must stand tall. Dak Prescott separating himself from a game manager or separating himself from a trash quarterback, from everybody like to say. But one person I didn't mention, the path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish. Ezekiel, the main man Elliott. This should be a game. Ezekiel Elliott versus the Saquon Barkley. We already seeing that the other running backs are far ahead of him right now. And it's not used to us seeing Ezekiel Elliott being like number 7 overall in rushing or number 5 overall in rushing. Regardless of how you say it's a bye week, it's not a bye week. This was looking like this before the bye week and all this stuff. Ezekiel Elliott should have a monster game, regardless of how we look at it. I'm putting on there that Ezekiel Elliott will get 100-yard rushing, also with over 65 yards receiving, because I can think that Ezekiel Elliott will be utilizing the passing game this game, tonight. What's up, Q? Appreciate you, man. But I really think that he can bring that type of temperament. He can bring that type of poise out there for this team. There's not a blitzing on us Pollard enough. We need to utilize Pollard enough. Well, I agree. Tony Pollard, this team. Look, the best way I can look at this team would be this right here. This team just don't know how to utilize multiple weapons. I just have to come to the reality that we don't know how to utilize multiple weapons. We don't know how to, sometimes when we see talent, we just don't know how to capitalize off of it. We wait, and then we put the person in at the end. You see, that's just how it goes, Cowboy Nation. So if Tony Pollard gets out there and he does with his, 3 or 4 snaps that he get a game, if he can capitalize off of those 3 or 4, maybe 5 snaps a game, then I will be happy. But I'm tired of crying for Tony Pollard to be out there. I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of crying for Donovan Wilson to be out there. You know what? Last year we had a guy that was the Donovan Wilson last year. You remember Cam Kelly, the guy that I did the film session on, tall, physical, tight end, or not tight end, tall, physical safety? Hell, he got more interceptions than he played for the Steelers, of course, but he got more interceptions than the guys that we got now. You see, he was all Donovan Wilson before Donovan Wilson came, you see. But it is what it is, Cowboy Nation. We get talent and we ship them off. We say that we love our type of guys. So I don't know who announcing the game, TKG, but I will be live late 95 on my end. Yeah, I'm on live stream tonight. Let's get it going, Cowboy Nation. I really appreciate you all. Thank you all for tuning in. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go, Cowboys. Appreciate the mods, man. Thank y'all for regulating this thing. Don't forget to hit that share button. Share this thing. Share. That's the best thing you can do for the nation, baby. And let a friend, neighbor, foe know where to go when they want to tune in to Cowboy Sports Talk. I got to get my butt into work. But let's go, Cowboy Nation. Let's go. We out. Peace.